TICE. We all have heard about Korea, K-drama, South Korean food, and a lot. But Korea is much more about that. Korea is also about innovation, ideas, and great startups. So, in this conversation, I have with me Miss Crystal Lee to talk more about it. Welcome, Crystal.
Thank you for welcoming me. Nice to meet you. I'm Crystal from South Korea.
So, Crystal, just to begin with our conversation, can you take me through the Korean startup landscape?
I came with the 11 Korean startups here in Startup Mahakumbh. It's our first time to join here. And we came from the Ministry of SMEs and Startups. And we are working for the startups in Korea. We are the largest ministry and largest organization working for the Korean startups. And not only Korean startups, non-Korean startups who want to do business here in Korea. We are very working hard to support them. So Korea, I know the size of the Korea is not bigger than we cannot compare to the India, but we have very fast growing ecosystem now, and we have about $680 billion. That is the budget for the Korean startup support. So we have quite huge budget and ecosystem to support the startups now.
So Lee, it is not all about competition. Like we are not here to compete, but it is more about the cross culture innovation that we are witnessing. So you must have seen that the kind of innovation that is happening in India. But I would really love to know what kind of innovation are you witnessing in Korea?
The innovation, a lot of innovations happen now in Korea. Korea is not, we don't have only like food or culture, but we have a lot of, capability from very youth generation, because, Korean entrepreneurship is, growing now from the very elementary school. Many young people are keen to, do their own business, not only just like working in the big companies, but they want to make their own item to help the society. That is what happens now in Korea. Korean government is leading that kind of ecosystem to help them to get information, how to do business and how to get network, not only in Korea, but outside of Korea too.
You mentioned that you have brought 11 startups from Korea to Startup Mahakumbh. Can you just give me like a bit of highlight of what sort of startups are here from Korea?
Yeah, in order to make the participation in Startup Mahakumbh event, we have a very serious selection process. 11 companies, their selection rate was over 10-1, meaning that a lot of companies have demand to enter the India market. So from smart city, AI, or healthcare, a lot of different sectors of the company we have now.
Also, Lee, you are in India presenting great innovation from Korea. So, what kind of collaborations and partnerships do you look on global level to promote more startups from Korea?
Yeah, first of all, we are very keen to collaborate with a lot of Indian partners, but Ministry of the Commerce, they have made an invitation to us to join this Startup Mahakumbh event. So that's why government collaboration is the first priority to promote Korean startups to them, because India government is also very eager to grow the ecosystem of here. So that's why we would love to make the strong collaboration, and then we'd love to broaden our network to the other sectors of the companies in order to one-to-one match with each startup.
One thing I would like to know from you, Startup Mahakumbh is all about networking, learning, and getting to know each other. So, I'm sure that just like culture, the startup ecosystem is also very different from India. So, what are your key learnings from Indian startups, and what are the key learnings that Indian startups can get from Korea?
From Korea. First of all, we are also have big interest in India national youth, because they are so talented. So there are a lot of universities and colleges, and those students are very ready to make the innovative idea real. So that's why we'd love to work with them, because Korea has also very strong technology. So with our experience, technology development skills, we'd love to work with those students, those youth. So probably we can attract them to work in Korea. So we would love to hire them. And indeed, we already have the initiative to hire those talented India students to be connected with Korean startups or Korean venture companies.
Thank you, Lee. Now let's just quickly take a tour to, the amazing innovation that we have from Korea at Startup Mahakumbh.
I am CEO of EMCT. My name is Bong Lee. We are providing mobile facility monitoring service. It looks like a very complicated, but it's very simple. In the building, if fires occur, then and fire alarm rings, then you have to evacuate. But where? Because the fire alarm doesn't have a location information. So in this kind of a big building, it's really hard where we have to evacuate right now. So what we are doing is we attach some small device to your existing panel. Then we analyze the internal signal using AI. So finally, we figure out where the fires occurred and send to you by your mobile phone. So through that, then you can quickly evacuate from the buildings. And also the biggest pain point is there are so many false alarms. It's not real fire, but fire alarm sensors detect as fire. So in that case, we can analyze the signal and we can recover immediately. So through this, then we can filter the false alarm and we will let you know quickly react on the fire. So now we are trying to saving lives.
Hello from Seoul. This is Moni Korea, and I'm in charge of the marketing and sales. This is Hanjun Jo, and we provide our IoT wireless sensors to provide over the 85 countries and to prevent maintenance. So you can get every data from our sensor to gateway, and then you can check the dashboard right away.
So StepHow is the manual automation solution. When you start our solution first, and then we recognize and detect what you're typing, what you click, every behavior on your computer. After that, we analyze what you did and finally make a step-by-step manuals. So type this one here, click this button here, so click this button here. So if you want to make a software guide for your customer, for your company teammates, and you can make a manual within 10 seconds without using PPT or capturing tools.